Our journey begins in the heart of the tropics, just a few degrees north or south of the equator. Here in countries like Ghana, Ivory Coast and Indonesia, cocoa trees flourish in the warm, humid climate. Imagine lush green plantations where rows of cocoa trees stretch as far as the eye can see. Their branches are heavy with large, colourful pods that hold the treasure within. Cocoa beans. When the pods ripen, they turn vibrant shades of yellow, orange or red. Farmers carefully harvest them, using sharp tools, ensuring they don't damage the trees. Inside each pod, nestled in a sweet white pulp, lie rows of cocoa beans. The pods are then split open, revealing the precious beans covered in the sticky pulp. The beans and pulp are scooped out and collected in baskets or heaps, ready for the next crucial stage, fermentation. Fermentation is a fascinating process that transforms the flavor of the cocoa beans. The beans, still encased in their pulp, are piled in heaps and covered with banana leaves. Over the next few days, natural yeasts and bacteria present in the environment begin to work on the sugary pulp. The fermentation process generates heat, causing the temperature within the heap to rise. This heat, along with the microbial activity, breaks down the pulp and develops the complex flavors and aromas that will eventually define the chocolate. After fermentation, the beans, now a rich brown color and smelling distinctly of chocolate, need to dry. They are spread out on large mats or platforms, often under the warm tropical sun. The drying process can take several days to a week, depending on the weather conditions. During drying, the beans lose their excess moisture, preventing mold growth and further developing their flavor. The beans are regularly turned and raked to ensure even drying, a task often done by hand. Once the beans are dry and crispy, they are ready for the next stage of their journey. Section 5. Roasting, unlocking the chocolate aroma. The dried beans are then shipped to chocolate manufacturers around the world. This is where the magic truly begins. The first step is roasting. The beans are roasted at carefully controlled temperatures, much like coffee beans. Roasting is a crucial step that brings out the characteristic chocolate flavor and aroma. The heat transforms the chemical compounds in the beans, developing their rich, complex notes. The roasting time and temperature are carefully calibrated to achieve the desired flavor profile, whether it's a dark, intense chocolate or a milder, sweeter variety. Section 6. Winnowing, separating the bean from the husk. Once roasted, the beans go through a process called winnowing. This involves cracking the roasted beans to separate the outer shell, called the husk, from the inner nib. The nib is the most important part as it contains the cocoa solids and butter that will be used to make chocolate. Winnowing can be done using specialized machines that blow air to separate the lighter husks from the heavier nibs. This process ensures that only the purest cocoa nibs move on to the next stage. Section 7. Grinding, transforming beans into liquid gold, cocoa liquor. Now, the roasted and winnowed nibs are ready to be ground. The nibs are crushed and ground into a thick, rich paste called cocoa liquor or cocoa mass. This liquor is the pure, unsweetened essence of chocolate. The grinding process generates heat, melting the cocoa butter present in the nibs. The result is a smooth, velvety liquid that is bursting with chocolate flavor. This cocoa liquor forms the base for all types of chocolate. Section 8. The alchemy of chocolate, crafting different varieties. From the cocoa liquor, chocolatiers can create a world of chocolate varieties. Dark chocolate is made using cocoa liquor, sugar, and additional cocoa butter. Milk chocolate is made by adding milk powder to this mixture, resulting in a creamier, sweeter flavor. White chocolate, on the other hand, is made solely from cocoa butter, sugar, and milk solids without any cocoa solids. Each type of chocolate offers a unique flavor profile and texture, catering to diverse preferences. The art of chocolate making lies in balancing the ingredients and techniques to create the perfect chocolate experience.